educated professionals who have spent their lives gaining knowledge, putting said knowledge to use, and imparting that knowledge to future generations. With this vast sea of wisdom to draw from, if you're wondering what I'm doing standing behind the mic, so am I. About 2 months ago, I got a phone call from the dean's office, and they told me I was going to give a speech today. Well, I ain't no English major, so I thought maybe I should get some help. So I sent an email. You guys have any tips or prompts for this? And I received a very kind response informing me that, and I quote, "The content is totally up to you. That is the honor of being the valedictorian." It's very helpful. So I figured, I'd go and Google it. What's a valedictorian do? And I quote, "Valedictorian delivers a valedictory." It's very helpful. If you guys are wondering what a valedictory is, me too. In desperation, I did something I thought I'd never have to do, research. I started asking people for advice, and I received a wide range of responses. Let's see. Brush your teeth 2 times a day. Wear your seatbelt. Be excellent to each other. Speak slowly and look up from the paper. Smile at the audience. Wear a lot of hats. Find people and things that inspire you. Be a lifelong learner. Be a critical thinker. Find your purpose. Now I want you to think about all the classes where we've heard this before. All the advice from our professors, rigorous coursework, and rigorous busy work, all the time and effort we've put into has led to this moment, all of you here listening to me go over it again. Thinking about all of this, I came to an unfortunate conclusion. This would make for a great lecture, but not a great valedictory. Look it up, that'll be on the quiz. I have to be honest, I left out a crucial part of that email I got from the dean's office, because it was funnier that way. It said, "What do you think your graduating class should hear?" This gave me pause, and I thought about it for a long while, asking myself, why am I here? Giving this talk, by the way, I'm not going to get that existential. What is its purpose? Thanks for the idea, Karen. Why are we here? What is our purpose? Why did we choose to go into the arts? Why do we art? Let's be real, we're all hoping to earn a paycheck. Why did we go into the arts again? Sometimes we art for enjoyment, and because we're professionals and we're working, we get paid for it too. In all seriousness, if I could pass the mic around, well, my talk would have taken way less time to write, and I'd get a lot of different answers because making art is such a personal endeavor. Of course, there would be some connecting threads and shared ideas, but this whole thing is a bit esoteric and difficult to articulate. So, in lieu of that, let me use an example instead, and because I'm a music major, and because it's my talk, and because it's May the 4th, Star Wars Day, I'm going to talk about John Williams. We all know him. He's considered one of the greatest composers live, and he's scored some pretty sick films, but he's also scored some really bad films, like Star Wars prequels. Search your feelings, you know it to be true. Which, they actually have some of his best musical material, some of his best art. He's never phoned it in. Even in his 90s, he's still top billing. On those bad films, he never delivered it. Oh, I don't know, guys, I just wasn't really feeling this movie. It kind of sucked. Here's the music, by the way. Every project he chooses to work on, he finds its why or purpose and brings it to life through his music. Some might call this a spark or the soul of the work. John Williams' ability to combine his incredible technical skills with purpose has resulted in a body of work that encompasses many of the greatest film scores ever written. To quote Steven Spielberg, "Without John Williams, bikes don't fly, nor do brooms in Quidditch matches, nor do men in red capes. There is no force. Dinosaurs will not walk the earth. We do not wonder, we do not weep, we do not believe. I tell a story, and then John retells that story musically." It's a good quote. Mr. Williams has brought this to every project on which he has worked, and in doing so, he has made himself integral to them. Now, how do we as writers, actors, and dancers, and musicians, photographers, and painters, as artists, take words or a movement or sound or some colors spread across a canvas and make it art? In other terms, how do we pull off what John Williams has been doing for over 50 years, and through our respective work, make ourselves integral to our own projects? Well, if I'm a good enough writer, the answers to that question will help us figure out the answer to the question I previously and so eloquently posed before. Why do we art? And what's more, if I've been able to put these ideas together coherently, a lot of that advice received at the start of this has turned out to be precisely the advice we can use here. First, be a lifelong learner. We must continue to hone our abilities. In basic terms, practice, 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 and study, study, study. You thought we were done with school, suckers. Next, be a critical thinker. Kind of self-evident, we should have moments during the artistic process when we ask ourselves, how can I make this better, and critically evaluate the art. Find things and people that inspire you and have passion for your art. If you don't care, it will show. This isn't to say we need to be obsessed about every project we work on, some things we do just for the money. But I think we all understand that giving any amount of effort requires some level of passion for the project. You just need to find it. Find the art's purpose. Make sure the artwork has something an audience can hold on to. Note that this does not always need to be deep philosophically. Sometimes it's just about getting a smile or a laugh. Other times it might be making about someone feel or think something new. Think of this similarly as you would a narrative or through line in your art. And on that note, make sure your stuff has a narrative or through line. Something more the audience can connect to, or at least make sure you bring it out. The developers of South Park gave masterclasses on the level, yeah, that's right, you heard me right, where they detailed a right and wrong way to create a storyline. If the plot is driven by points connected with, and then this happened, etc., then your story is, it's gonna suck. And they didn't put it that way, but I'm trying to keep this PG. They recommended that plot beats be connected with therefore and but statements instead. When approached this way, it requires causation and effect and creates a cohesive story instead of just a series of events. This approach works equally well in music, dance, and visual arts. And finally, find your own purpose. We all have to figure this out for ourselves, but I believe we're well on our way. Look at that, I didn't even have to resolve my own thesis statement. That's on you guys. As I close, I want to leave you with a few extra parting thoughts. Be nice to work with, and don't get stuck on any one idea, especially if somebody else is paying you. Go to networking events. Use the school alumni resources, seriously, do iHandshake, it's pretty cool. Have fun, brush your teeth 2 times a day, be excellent to each other, and may the force be with you.
Thank you so much, Joseph. That was fantastic. Great words of wisdom, and also time to pause to think about why we are here and what we want to do. Congratulations again. Joseph is our valedictorian for the bachelor's degree, and Faith Nilsson as valedictorian for our associate's degrees. Thank you.